Hey everyone! There was a Nintendo Direct today. I did not wake up in time to see it, but hey, it's the internet. Thankfully, I haven't really been spoiled too much. I think I saw like one piece of artwork before I I got over to the computer. So. But hey, 15 minutes means there's a lot more that I could have missed, so.
About the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield game.
Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield! Woo!
To begin, please take a look at this video.
Yes, please, show me more! I want to know everything. I want to know what the gimmick is this time around. Oh, it still looks pretty. Alright, yep. There's your starters. It also looks like it's possibly our rival character, who is hopefully an actual rival. Aww. Whoa! Okay, so looks like the Pokemon Ami stuff is still there. Probably using the nunchucks. Yeah, there's a. Whoa! This is a bird! Jesus Christ! That was a huge explosion. Oh, okay. We're keeping the roam around on the map thing. That's fine. That's actually something I didn't hate. And hopefully that means. Oh, whoa! What? Some kind of weird like. Water bike? I have those at like the local river thing has it. Oh no. Oh, okay. So like 4 like huge boss battles where you team up with other people. Giant Pokeball! Giant Raichu! Giant Pokemon fight! Catch the giant Gyarados! Okay, sure, alright, cool. I'll take it. Whoa, jeez, that guy's buff. So, giant battles, I guess, is going to be the gimmick this time around. Whoa, look at that dude! And Charizard! Alright, okay, alright, continue, please.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
You are?
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
Yes.
What did you think of the video?
What did my...
Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on
sorry.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you around the world.
Oh, yep,
right
okay.
here
I thought my
from
recording
Game
had stopped.
Freak's offices where development is underway.
My bad. I had 2 different Audacity
you can
windows
take on
open.
the role of the main character, who
Can
resides
I?
in the Galar region.
Thank
After
God!
choosing
I
Grookey,
thought it was going to be a side
Scorbunny,
character.
Or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on an adventure to become the champion.
Yay!
Your journey will take you through vast and lush grasslands, towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together, and many other locations filled with rich personality.
Why not?
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region.
Just fucking killed that panda!
Stadiums across the Galar
That poor
region are
panda
frequently
boy!
filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and challengers.
That's like a Rotom drone.
The
You can
excitement
see the
of
little
these battles is
Rotom
often
icon in the
broadcast on television
corner.
in the Galar region as well.
That's so weird that Rotoms have become
Most
so,
exciting
like,
part of
prevalent.
visiting a new region is,
I wonder
of
if there's a
course,
reason for that.
encountering Pokemon that you've never seen before.
because first is like
tell
a
you more about
one-off
some
you
of the
could get in a
Pokemon that
Pokemon
reside
game,
in
and
the
then
Galar
now all of a
region,
sudden
I'd
it's
like
like,
to hand
no,
it
you
over
can
to
just
James,
fucking
the
put
art
them in a
director of these
Pokedex.
games.
Hey,
Just-
Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. Yeah, let's see these guys.
I'm James Turner from Game Freak.
Nice to meet
I
you.
worked as the art director for these games. There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them.
Okay, fair enough.
The first Pokemon I'd like to show you
Wooloo.
is Wooloo. This Pokemon's
It reminds me of Mary.
which is treasured by weavers in a town. in the
Mary
Galar
was one of
region
my favorites
who use it to
from
craft
Gold and
popular
Silver.
specialty goods. This Pokemon
Gold and
here
Silver is one of my favorites,
Gossifleur,
period. So,
the flowering Pokemon.
Gossifleur.
Gossifleur favors places with clean air.
Wait,
and
how do you
water,
pronounce that?
and its pollen is said to
Gossifleur?
have healing properties.
Okay.
This next Pokemon is called Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off
Snapping
chunks of
turtle
rock and iron.
Pokemon.
Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers.
Or I could just, you
This
know,
Pokemon
catch him in a
that can be
Pokeball and
seen
he's
flying
mine.
Steadily through the sky is
This
called Corviknight. It
Corviknight.
puts its skills to use.
I
when
feel like I've
working
heard
as
that
a
name
flying
before
taxi,
somewhere, actually.
which will take the player back to any town he or she has previously visited.
Okay.
As many of you already know, some Pokemon can evolve,
Yes.
changing their appearance and becoming stronger. in
I would like to
process.
know more about evolution. Oh, so that thing evolves into the weird,
Is
like,
one of these Pokemon.
dandelion-looking thing.
When Gossifleur evolves,
Getting a bit of...
it becomes Eldegoss.
Okay.
As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across
Yeah,
its fuzzy
I
head.
kind of hope that's like a middle, and
These
it actually
seeds
has
are
another
said to promote
stage.
growth
Not that I
in
don't think
plants
that's
and can
great, but
revitalize
like,
both people
it looks
and
like it's a
Pokemon.
mid-stage.
That's all I can show you this time.
Of course it is.
There are lots more Pokemon living
That's
in the
fine. I
Galar
don't want to be
region for
spoiled
you
on
to
every
discover.
evolution. I would like to
Of
get a little
course,
bit...
You can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with.
Yeah, hopefully not too many.
I hope you're as excited as
And hopefully
we are
from a
to
lot of
encounter the
different
amazing
generations.
variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
In Sun and Moon, there were way too many first-gen not starters, but first-gen Pokemon. They were...
Meeting lots
all
of
over the
Pokemon
place.
is one of the thrills of the adventure.
The first Pokemon I encountered on my own was a
And where you'll
Caterpie, and
find
I had
the
a big
widest
problem with
variety
that.
of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild
The
Area.
wild area. Okay.
This wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see.
Actually, you know, there
Different
is
Pokemon can
one...
appear depending on where you are and what the weather is like. Meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day.
The Pokemon roaming the
Some of you may
area...
already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera,
Yeah.
allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon.
That's cool.
Search far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes.
You know, a lot of people are going to be
You never
excited
know what
about
you might
that.
find. In certain locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes
what
a
was I
Pokemon
gonna say?
giant in size and gives it
Wild
incredible
Pokemon roaming
strength.
around on the
This
map is
phenomenon is called
gonna make some
Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up
screwed
new
up,
possibilities in the
Nuzlocke
battles
runs.
performed by
Like,
trainers and their Pokemon.
People are going to... There's going to have to be special
more
rules
details,
for how
I
to
would
do
like to turn it
Nuzlocke
over
runs
to
with that
Ewald,
rule.
the
Because
planning
people be like,
director
nah,
for the
I'm just going to run away from the monsters Pokemon I don't want and just go for the one I do want. Okay, so this is the Dynamaxing. Okay.
Hi, I'm Iwao from Game Freak.
Hello.
I'm the planning director for Pokemon Sword.
I like your
and
fish
Pokemon
tank.
Shield.
Or your company fish
Let
tank.
me tell you more
It's
about
neat.
the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles.
Yes.
Pokemon from the Galar
Oh,
region can Dynamax.
God,
to
I
not
don't
only
like
become
that
massive in
UI.
size, but also boost their power. All the moves they know turn into powerful max moves.
Max moves.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However,
Uh-huh.
the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns.
So,
So,
it's the
you
new...
need to choose wisely when to trigger it.
version of Mega Evolution.
Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about?
Yeah, well,
If you connect to other players, you'll find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles.
Max Raid
Four
Battles.
Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon. In Max Raid Battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle.
yeah.
Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon. If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence. The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather.
But do all of us get it?
Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles. So we
Or-
hope trainers will join forces and test
Is
their
it
skills
just-
against a variety of Pokemon.
Is it just the person who gets to throw the Pokeball who gets it?
Max Raid Battles feature strategic
Man, be
cooperative
quiet.
four-player gameplay against
Be
a
quiet,
single
Mittens.
Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games.
He's like, I'm gonna catch
It's
that
going to be a ton
motherfucker.
of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together. You
Right.
can also connect with other
Okay,
players
there it
over
is.
the internet to enjoy playing with other
But can you
trainers from
connect
all around
with
the globe.
specific
So
people?
I hope you'll try Max Raid Battles with all sorts of other players.
Can you connect with friends if you exchange the friend codes? It looks like our
Next, I would like to introduce
professor
some of the people
is
you
going to be a
encounter
sweet
on
old
your
lady,
adventure.
and I'm really happy about that. Who
This
does?
guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon. In a
Okay.
region where Pokemon battles are so widely enjoyed, his undefeated record in official matches is all the more incredible.
If you
His
say so.
popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration.
He also
of
has
players
both
across
a
the
sword
region.
and a shield on
It's
his
no exaggeration
shirt.
to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar. The champion
He's
has
the
a
best
younger
in
brother,
Gala, which is
also
why he
happens
uses
to
a
be one of your
Kanto
rivals.
Pokemon.
His name is Hop.
Yep.
Hop dreams to one day become champion, just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously
Oh, okay.
every
Right.
day towards this goal.
I misheard that, but yeah, he's.
His journey through the Galar region
Oh,
begins on the same day as yours.
Rotom phones.
On your journey, you and Hop will receive a great deal of support from these two characters. Professor Magnolia is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in
Aw,
researching
she's
the
such a
Dynamax
sweet old
phenomenon.
lady.
Sonia is her granddaughter and
I
also
would say it's
serves
her
as
granddaughter,
assistant.
isn't it?
Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure.
I like how they both play with the thing next to their face when they're talking. The professor plays with the dangles on her.
Next, I would like to
her-
talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region.
her glasses,
You
and
and your
her
rival
granddaughter
will
plays
need
with
to
her
take
hair.
on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in
You're-
order to achieve your goal.
Okay, so
of
the Pokemon
becoming
gyms
champion.
are like big stadiums
These gym
because you have to
stadiums are
have
constructed
them
in very
open for the
special
Dynamax.
locations that allow for Pokemon
That
to
guy
Dynamax.
is so weirdly
Gym leaders
designed,
also have
and I
extremely
love him.
Powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
You know,
Battles
Ah,
between
I'll
two
save
Dynamax
it.
Pokemon are explosive and will cause
I wanna
the
see-
energy
I wanna
and
see all
excitement
this
in
to the end.
stadium to reach its peak.
at least we're seeing
Let
them
me
render a
introduce one
bunch
the
of
gym
people.
leaders to you. This is the grass type expert Milo.
Yeah, I figured he was grass
This
type.
gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey.
I'm gonna see his face
Look
in my
forward to
dreams.
facing many more heated battles against
As they
gym
turn
leaders
to
over the
nightmares.
course of your adventure.
We've shown off quite a bit today,
You have
but I have one more video I would like you to see.
one more video.
Please take a look.
You know, I just don't have the time for. Oh, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't actual game footage. Oh, we're looking at our legendaries. Shield Wolf. And Sword Wolf. Cool. Fucking Sif up in here. Swing. King.
The two Pokemon you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region.
Yeah.
Zacian and Zamazenta.
Zacian and Zamazenta are awesome names.
Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
Yeah, okay.
I hope you enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct. Of course, what we revealed today is just a small part of
Oh,
what
very
you'll
much
find in
just a
Pokemon
small
Sword
part.
and Pokemon
Which is
Shield.
fine. I don't want to know
There are
everything.
many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover in the Galar region.
I think I would have liked to
We're
see at
putting everything
least
we've got here at Game Freak
the
into making
next
Pokemon
evolution
Sword
of the
and Pokemon
starters
Shield
rather than
a
the
game that
evolution of a
everyone
random
around the
guy.
world will enjoy.
But that's not terrible. I'm not gonna hold it against them.
to it.
Waves.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak.
Yeah.
Finally, I would like to announce the release date.
Oh yeah, release date is probably
Pokemon
pretty
Sword
important.
And Pokemon Shield.
November
will be available on
15th.
November 15th,
Cool.
2019, as a global simultaneous release.
Global
Starting
simultaneous.
today, you can pre-order a special double pack.
Oh,
Stay tuned for more information.
have they ever
Look
done that
forward
before?
to a new Pokemon adventure. in
Have they
Galar.
ever done packs where you could buy both versions of the
Thank you for
game?
watching.
Is it 2 cartridges? No, I want more information about that. They dropped that one at the last fucking minute. Now, like, that's the most interesting piece of information, I think. All right, I'm gonna before I since that was just 15 minutes, a little bit. Well, no, a little bit over might just be me. I'm gonna go back and I want to go through that that opening footage. Just gonna go, yeah, right about here. I'm just gonna go through this a little bit at a time here. So, what I'm loving about the cities and their design is that with the whole you can control the camera. I don't know if that's only in the wild areas or not. But that means they must have designed these cities with the idea that you could potentially move the camera around. I'm sure there are some segments where the camera is rigid in maybe in dungeons. And maybe in villages it is too. So this is our rival. Looks fine. He reminds me a lot of the Sun and Moon rival. I'm sure he'll be a very nice boy. And I'm sure some people will hate it. Wait, what was some statue. So we have the assistant who's gonna probably be talking to us a lot. We're gonna bump into her a lot throughout the game. And the professor lady. Where was she? Go back. Nope, I went the other way. Wait, alright, let's yeah, I would say there's Diglett statues. Professor lady. So, something I have liked ever since X and Y. And I liked it in the Sun and Moon, I just wasn't a huge fan of what, who they were. Them branching out and making a much more wide, diverse cast of characters who are going along with the adventure has always been something I enjoyed. I really liked all the other trainers where you had your main rival who was wanting to be the Pokemon champion. You had the one who I think wanted to be a breeder, one who wanted to make the dance team, one who wanted to fill out the Pokedex. I liked that. I thought that was a great addition to making the story feel like there's more things going on, because oftentimes in earlier games, apart from accidentally bumping into a Team Rocket member or something, you really spend a lot of time on the road not doing anything. So the idea that we're going to be bumping into not only our rival, but also this professor's assistant throughout the game. Also, it's good that we have another female professor. Also, I want to hear this song more and later. So we got those 3 new Pokemons. Alright, Sock is back. Got Corviknight there. Corviknight's pretty cool. Alright, so we have this. Now, like I said, the only real problem I see with this is people who want to do Nuzlocke runs are going to have to set some rules up for themselves. But I actually don't hate this. In fact, this is one of those things that people for years were saying should be in the games, is that the Pokemon should be running around. And it was the one aspect of Let's Go that, one of the aspects of Let's Go that I actually thought was a good idea, was the thing of hey, let's have the Pokemon roaming around and you bump into them to start the battle. And that way, if you are running low on items or you just want to get from location to location, you can just go. You can just run right through them, and you never have to worry about bumping into a wild encounter when you're just trying to go from point A to point B. Especially if in, say, the post game, you're running around just trying to catch Pokemon. Now, how this is going to affect, like, I don't know. Some of the stuff I worry about less in my own personal playthroughs, but I'm thinking of, like, encounter rate in the region. You know, is it gonna, like, right here we're seeing a bunch of the Hippopotamos. And I'm wondering, like, okay, so is the encounter rate for this region during this time of the day, like, 90% hippopotamuses? I don't know what their actual names are. And, like, 10% something else. And if I look, like, right on the other side of that rock, there's, like, one that spawned in. Do they respawn every time you enter a region? Is it a fixed thing? Is there anything tied to time? You know, what about, like, abilities? I don't really give a shit about EVs, but, like, the actual, like, talent abilities, you know. Also, okay, alright, I know it's because it's an early trailer. And you only wanted to show off 5 Pokemon. But this is a lot of previous generations I'm seeing wandering around here. And that was, again, going back to my problem, one of my problems with Sun and Moon was it was a lot of Gen 1 and a lot of, previous gens kind of drowned out the new Pokemon. And I especially with the whole case that we're seeing them wander around here, you know, I can understand it, but it's not exactly something I'm hyped for. Mudbray, like, that's nothing. Mudbray is 1 generation old. He's 1 generation old, and we're seeing him already. I think, actually, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Because Gold and Silver had previous gen. You know what? It's fine. That's fine. I'll get over it. Okay, so this bike, the bike appears to have attachments that let you go on the water. I am fine with this. I am cool with this because it means we are keeping the HMs out of Pokemon. You may disagree with me, But flat out, I will tell you this. I love the fact that I no longer have to dedicate an entire slot to a move that requires me to traverse things. So, yes, this is good. This is a good thing. Hopefully the bike handles pop off and open up into a chainsaw so you can cut through trees that block your path. In fact, I doubt any of that will ever be seen again. But yeah, we're... Okay, that was a berry tree. Oh, did that guy just, Hold on, let's back up a second here. Okay, so he's shaking a berry tree and berries are falling out. So, he just whistled at the Pokemon who are over here in the bush. I'm curious what exactly... Like, clearly he's trying to get them to come to him, but they're like 2 feet over. So I'm wondering if maybe you can like if you whistle and they chase after you, you can like wear them down and they'll enter like a tired state and they'll be easier to catch, maybe? Like, what's the benefit of that? Okay, then we're seeing the Dynamax portals. Okay, this shot right here. I keep going back a little bit too far. This shot right here. That doesn't seem like a cinematic. Are we going to have, like, not necessarily interactable characters, but are other player characters like Pokemon Souls Phantoms, and I'm not comparing it to Dark Souls because of stupid things. I'm actually trying to make a point here. Are they going to just be able to walk around and approach portals, and you can go up and say, you know, hey, let's go to that portal over there. There's an opening. Are these local guys? Are local players going to be able to walk around in the same game? Or online? Can you get online with your specific friends, or do you get randos? Curious. Okay. Playing online with this is going to be a pain in the butt, unless they have some kind of chat feature. And then we're seeing the Dynamax. Okay. Okay. This is cool. I like the idea of, hey, let's have giant Pokemon fight each other. Kaiju battles. They look exactly the same. Would it have been such, like, I get it. We only gave like 1/10 of the overall Pokemon population Megaforms. But couldn't you, like, give them a special color variant? Like, I'm not the kind of guy to normally hate on, like, oh, they're using the same models but upscaled. Grr. Like, I get it. There's over, what, 1,000 of these little tiny runts running around now? Of course they're going to reuse the models. It's going to save them a heck of a lot of time. But your big, glorious, like, reveal of your new game mechanic, and it's like, yeah, they're just bigger. And they glow red and have weird fog around their heads. I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool mechanic, but I liked Mega Evolution because it didn't just, like, give them an aura, a DBZ aura. It changed what they looked like and gave them a new design. And I thought that was a lot more interesting and unique. But this could be fun too. You get it for what, 3 turns, and you can only use it once per round. And this, I'll let this, yeah. They're like, if you beat it down, you get a chance to capture it. Well, fucking, I better get it if Jerry from fucking Wisconsin is logged into my game and he catches the giant Gyarados. Does that mean I get it? I want the giant Gyarados. What are the benefits to having a giant Gyarados over a normal Gyarados? Are the raids only going to be evolved Pokemon? I think they said like in order for them to show up in the world, you have to encounter them in the Dynamax battles. I think they said. And so here we have a gym where I'm curious if this. Okay, so here's the Rotom icon that I mentioned, where he's a drone. So this is probably a Rotom drone. Yeah, there's one right there actually. I think the camera zooms by one. Yeah, right there. There he is. This is a Rotom drone, which is fair. Now see, my complaining about Dynamax battles aside, this is actually something I love. Because everything about this gym battle is built around Dynamax, which is this region's special thing. You've got these big, wide open things. You've got people in the stands cheering loudly. It's a big event because there's these huge Pokemon that are fighting it out right in front of them. And these drones that are zooming around in and out and showing off like different dynamic camera angles. All of that I love. I have always wanted to see the Pokemon world expand out its lore and what it can do with everything. And then there's the champion, who looks pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't know about him being all like, I'm the best in the Galar region and my signature Pokemon is the first gen starter. I'm gonna look at. I want to look at the section where. Oh wait, hold on. Let's go to this right now.
And what the weather is like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day.
Okay, yeah.
Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the canyon.
Okay, so more than likely it's just the wild free zone.
Wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes. For you never know what you might find.
So, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, here. We can talk about this for a second. I said this. I like the icons that are like, okay, Thunderbolt, lightning attack. Light screen is a buff or a debuff. Brick Break is a fighting type move. I've never been against that. I know some people were like, really hated the fact that in Sun and Moon, it told you the effectiveness of a move when you picked it. First off, you had to have the Pokedex entry, I think, in order to actually know what move was effective against the guy you were facing. But other than that, I didn't hate that idea. I thought it was a really cool way. And again, at the end of the day, these are kids' games, and keeping track of all those different things. I mean, I had a guide back in the day, so who cares, really? That being said, I am not a fan of this sleek. This looks like Wii Shop menu buttons. I don't. Put some flair on that bitch, right? Like, am I the only one who thinks that just looks really boring? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size,
and then they get their
but also
max
boost their power.
moves. Could you imagine showing up for one of these matches and none of them
All the moves
Dynamax?
they know turn into powerful max moves.
So can you... They said you can do it once per turn, or once per
Dynamaxing can
round.
be used once per battle.
Once per battle.
However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it.
So it doesn't matter what Pokemon
Mastering
you want to
Dynamax
Dynamax.
will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember
Don't
that
never
wild area I
Dynamax
told you about?
first.
If you
Always
connect
go
to other
later.
Players, you'll find more ways to play there.
Okay, connect to other players.
One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in which 4 Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon.
Okay.
In Max Raid Battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful
Yeah,
wild
fucking
Pokemon.
Jerry from Wisconsin is gonna be like, I'm a Dynamax! And everyone goes,
If
God
you
damn it,
guys
Jerry!
manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence.
Okay. Again.
The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather.
Uh-huh.
Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles. So we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of...
That's a weird wording on that. I don't know how to understand that. Does that mean that Quagsires will not appear on the map until I catch them? I catch one in a Dynamax battle, or face them in a Dynamax battle, or do I flat out not have the ability to, like, they're not gonna if I catch a why not? No, why not? Shit, I forgot what comes from Quagsire, but the Pokemon that evolves into Quagsire. If I catch one of them and evolve it into a Quagsire, like, they're not gonna stop me from evolving my Pokemon because I didn't catch a Quagsire. Or a Gyarados. One of those was a Gyarados in the opening battle. And we saw Gyarados is fucking swimming around, right? So, like, what does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know. They answered a lot of questions, but they did it in a really weird way. I guess because they only had 15 minutes. This thing strikes me as being the halfway stage of a Pokemon. There's another stage after that, I think. And then we had the reveal of the legendaries. Trying to get that image of that them standing together. Sif looks cool. What I like about them, and I'm sure some people won't like this, but I actually really do like, is... Oop, I went back 5 seconds instead of, like, a frame. Is that they seem to be, like, the same type of Pokemon. They're both these wolf... Like, they could have evolved from the same base, like, level 1 Pokemon, but they just went 2 different routes, one with a sword, one with a shield. I don't know if that's what's going to end up happening, but I find that interesting that that's what they look like. I think that's cool. I think it's cool that the legendaries actually are kind of tied together in that way. You know, I guess they tend to be that way, kind of, sort of. But, I mean, Solgaleo and Luna Batmon were not really that similar in design. One was a bat, one was a lion. My point being more that these were both wolves. Like, in red, blue, and yellow, they were all birds. They were all birds. They were very different, distinct-looking birds. They were all birds. Lugia and Ho-Oh were birds. Ruby and Sapphire was probably the one where they first kind of started looking very different, but they were still like supposed to be giants. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. They still looked distinctly different, is my point. Like, you wouldn't look at a Zapdos and go, hey, it's an Articuno. You know, those two doggos look very, very similar. So anyways, that was the Pokemon Direct. We got a look. I want to know more about the double pack. I want to know... Whoops.
Hey, you can pre-order a special double pack.
A special double pack. A special double pack. What does that mean? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. 2 cartridges? 1 cartridge? With both games? It's an elongated box. It looks like you can fit both game boxes in there. Why not just make 1 game? At this, like, doesn't this defeat the whole point of I buy one version and my friends buy the other, and that way we can team up and I can trade him Pokemon from my version and he can trade Pokemon from my other version. Now it's, hey dude, let me borrow your Switch real quick so that I can fit both versions of my game in and swap this shit around and complete my Pokedex. Yeah, thanks. I don't know. I am as interested in this as I have been in every other Pokemon game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's what it is. It is what it is.